Hello everyone, welcome back. So, last class I have explained to you whether down payment is possible through APP and also I have shown you how we can run the down payment through APP, correct? Today there is a new condition or you can say new concept where we will learn. I have already explained you during the manual payment. Hope you all remembered residual payment and partial payment, right? What do we mean by this? Residual, as its name suggests, means remaining. That means the difference was that original invoice will be cleared, right? Suppose, for example, if we have there was an invoice of say 5,000 rupees, right? And we have to make the payment. So we have partly paid. Partly means we have paid only you say 3,000 rupees and remaining is what? The residual amount. ठीक है? The remaining is what? 2,000. ठीक है? So in case of residual, what does it mean? कि when you will process this will also clear, this will clear, and you will see at the line item label only 2,000 rupees balance amount as an open item. But this both will be cleared. But if the same condition apply in partial payment, then if suppose we apply the same condition here in this situation, this will remain as open. This will also remain as open. This will also remain as open. Means when you will see at the line item label, all these three will be at the open status until and unless we clear this, the remaining part, 2,000. Once we clear it, the entire three will vanish. Okay, because we have made the payment of this amount. So in partially, we see all the invoices, whether the invoice and the payment and also the remaining amount as an open item. Clear? So this was the difference between the residual and the partial payment. Okay? Here both the invoice and payment both remain as an open item. Here the original invoice will be cleared and SCP will generate another open item with the remaining balance. This will be cleared. So this I have explained you. So the same applied in APP as well. The question is, key, can we make a part payment or you can say a partial payment in APP. Is it possible? So the answer is yes, it is possible. How? We will see it now. Okay? The answer is yes. So for that, let's directly we will check how to do it. We will do it practically and I will show you how the partial payment is possible in APP. Before that, just log into your SCP account. Now, let me check whether there is any line item, vendor line item, open item as such. I don't think so because I have cleared all the pending invoices in the last class while explaining down payment. So fine, there is no invoices. Now, for partial payment, definitely, as you all know, in case of down payment, we have created a GL account for the down payment, right? So definitely there must be recording of partial payment also, right? So in this case, we have to create a GL account. So for that, now I will show you here the steps. Okay, so you can even note it down somewhere. The first step will be creation of partial payment GL as a reconciliation account, as a recon account. Okay, recon account. Definitely it will be recon. It's related to vendor invoice. So anything related to the vendor, all the vendor invoices are recorded in recon account. So if we are making some payment out of that invoice, definitely that too will be recorded in a recon account, right? So for that we will create a separate partial payment GL account. Okay. So We will create it in fs double zero. So first let's create it slash n fs double zero. Now let's create it in others section. So others, we all know we have created as 5,000. Hope you all remembered while in the account group 5,000 to 5,999, because 1,000 to 1,999 was asset. Then we have created liability, and likewise for others we have created what? We have created 5,000 range, right? Others balance sheet record is the part of balance sheet. Remember that. Now partial payment account. Okay? And we will create the same as we created down payment or any other recon account. Here reconciliation account for account type will be vendor, line item display 001, come to create bank, and here G067 as recon account, correct? Just control S. It has done. Now, once we have created it, definitely we have to assign it. Hope you all remembered that even in case of down payment, we have assigned it to the recon account. So this is another recon account where we have to assign it. For that, what is the transaction code? The transaction code is slash and FBKP. Remember, FBKP. Just press enter. Here, can you see spatial GL? Just double click on it. Okay, this is D is for what? Customer. We are learning right now vendor. So just down, scroll down. Can you see this? The third next page. Just next, skip next page. And can you see partial payment, payment request? Okay, always remember like partial payment when I'm teaching for vendor, vendor is what? K, and partial payment is P. We can take the initial. So in this way also you can remember like KP. So here like K and P. I'm just giving a like a hint of like how to remember thing, right? So K P, so just double click on it. Okay, it will ask you for your chart of account. Mine is ZE89. Just press enter. Now it is saying recon account. So you have to give all the four recon account. What is that? First, down payment recon account. Okay, you have to even assign your down payment recon account. So what was it? See, either you can open this, or what you can do, even you can search it from here as well. Can you see here? Down payment 1,004, 1,005, and 2,000 and 2,001, right? So 1,004, 1,005, and what was it? 2,004 or 2,000, 2,001, right? 2,000 and 2,001. Okay, all this will be assigned against what? Partial payment recon account, which is 5,000 GL. Clear? Done? So just control S and just save it. So our next step is what? The next step is go to FBKP. Okay, and here we will see spatial GL tab, or there is just written as spatial GL. Here at K against P, you have to assign partial payment recon GL or account against what? Against account payable and down payment recon account. I have written short form, but hope you will understand it. Recon account or recon GL. Clear? This is the second step. Okay? FBKP. Now, what is the third step? The third step is definitely if it is related to APP, then definitely there must be some configurations to be done in FBZP as well, right? So come to FBZP, all company code, search your company code as ZE89. And do you all remember under vendor we have, while explaining down payment, I have mentioned this. Here you will mention P also, right? Here you will mention as P for partial payment and just control S. So the third step will be what? FB, ZP, all company code and assign P indicator. Okay. Now, what is the fourth step? The fourth step will be definitely you have to post an invoice which is either due or overdue. Clear? So this time what I will do, I will post an invoice in the past date so that it becomes overdue. Okay? So FB60 7001, I will take some past date so that it become overdue. So I will take first as 1st November. Now post the invoice. It could be any. You can take 4,000. Okay, 4,000, 4,000, and just post it. Okay, so it is done. You have posted an invoice. Even if you see slash n FBL1N 7001 and execute it, can you see it is overdue, right? But what happened now? We have posted an invoice of 4,000 rupees. Okay, post an overdue invoice. Okay, FB60. Clear? So we have posted amounting to rupees 4,000. Now see this. You have posted this. Now, if you run the APP and make the payment, definitely because it is overdue, it will take the entire 4,000, right? But we have to make the partly payment, partially pay. Hana? We are not paying completely or at once. So what we can do, what we can do, no, we have to do like we have to block this invoice because we have to make partly payment, right? So in order to make partly payment, if we will run app, it will select the entire thing because it is overdue. So as of now we do not want it to be completely selected because we have to pay half of the amount or one fourth of the amount, right? So what we will do, we will block this. Okay, just block it and double click on it and just display, come to display, change it and just block it. Once you block it, here the fifth step will be block the payment, or you can say block the invoice at line item label. Line item label. What does it mean? At vendor line item label FBL1N. ठीक है? Oh, sorry. ठीक है? Now we have to make the partial payment. So what is the transaction code for the partial payment? The transaction code is /n F dash 59. ठीक है? And this partial payment is recorded as a noted item. Remember this. Even when we have made the down payment, initially down payment request is recorded as a noted item, which is later converted to special GL transaction. Likewise, also in partial payment, once we make the partial payment request, as we make down payment request, it is recorded as down payment request is recorded as what? Noted item. Clear? Last time I have explained you. Likewise, we will make partial payment request. Partial payment request is also recorded as what? Noted item. Okay? So, what we will do now, we will F-59, just press enter. Now we will make the partial payment. So partial payment of what is the document number which was generated? FBL1N, we will check it again. FBL1N and just check the document number of that particular invoice. It was 1130, right? So just write down here as 1130. Okay, and just press enter. Nothing it has asked for. That's it. Just press enter. Now it is asking you that how much amount you need to pay partially. So let pay 1500 as of now. So remaining balance will be what? 2500. Okay. So here you can do partial payment request. Okay. It is partial payment request. We are requesting. Can you see payment request? Okay. Just control S. So it is done. Clear? So we have paid how much? 1500. Now what we will do? We will run the APP. Even if you want to check, we can check. Just come back. Now it is recorded as a noted item, right? Against a special GL indicator. What? P? Can you see here P? Right? Now this is the request. We have to run this to make the payment, because once it is paid then the remaining amount will be what? 3500, right? So we have blocked this amount, and we first we will place the request, then we will make the payment, right? So let's make the payment now. So for making the payment we have to run the APP true F110, right? Now and later we will see this P, this special indicator P will be converted into a normal transaction. Here P will be converted into a normal transaction. How? Let's see. So what is the next step? The next step will be post partial pay, payment request. ठीक है? How? F-59. ठीक है? And it is recorded as a noted item. It is recorded as a noted item. Fine? Clear here? अब next step क्या है? Next step is we will run APP, right? Run APP through what? F11, sorry, 110. Now the line item, the P will be converted to normal transaction. It will no longer be a noted item. Fine? And even if you see, just watch. It is AB, right? Once we will make the payment will be get converted from AB to what? From AB to KZ. KZ is what? Vendor payment document type, right? KZ. See how. So what we will do, sorry, what we will do, let's make the payment now. So slash n F110, 110, ठीक है? Just run date 07/2024 ZE89. Just press enter. Company code ZE89. Payment method, next payment date, keep it as 8th of 11/2024. Now the vendor will be 7001. Just press enter. Come to additional log. Just check mark 7001. Just press enter. Just save it and now run it. Now if everything is fine, then it should select 1500, right? Because 4000 was blocked. So just come to proposal first. Can you see 4000 block on 1500 green? It's perfect. So now what we will do? We will run the payment. Okay. Once you run the payment, the document will be generated, completed, and now you come and refresh it. Now you come and refresh it. Come to list and refresh it. Can you see? Can you see? It has been converted into Z. Okay, ZP, right? What is I have told you, right? That once we run the APP ka, what was the document type? I have even explained you from where it triggered the document type FBZP, right? And here you come to payment method in country, India, bank transfer. Can you see here ZP? So definitely it is triggered because we have run the APP. So the document type has been triggered as from payment method in country, the configurations which we have made in FBZP. So this is ZP, right? Clear here? Now, what will be the next step? Next is simple. Now 4,000, 1,500, 2,500 is due. So now we have to unblock this because we have to make the final payment now, right? So just unblock it, just remove it, just control S, and again we will run the APP and make the remaining payment, right? So run APP, convert it to normal transaction. Now last is unblock the invoice from line item label, from line item label, and lastly we will rerun, again we will run the APP and make the payment. Fine. So what we will do now, we will again, what we will do now, we have unblocked it. Now again we will run the APP and now the remaining balance of 2,500 has to be paid. So let's give it a new identification as A this time, and today's date, definitely both are different. So again we have to recreate or slash 110, come to parameter 89, payment method 7001, due date ye 7001, and just control S. Now come to this proposal, start immediately, just come here and come to proposal. It should be 2,500. Can you see it is in green? So fine, everything is perfect. This payment run, just run it. That's it. And we will again recheck it by doing refresh, and there will be no line item which will be remain as. Can you see? No item selected. So we have made the payment through APP. We have run it. These are the steps, 1 to 9 steps which you have to follow in order to make the partial payment through APP. Clear? I think I have explained you well enough. And there is one more concept which mm, there is no item remaining. Okay. Suppose, let me explain you. Suppose there are few invoices. So this is clear, right? And there is one more topic, not a topic, basically one element which you should understand. Suppose there are various. I have posted few of the invoices. Okay, I'm just giving an example. I have posted few of the invoices. Just press enter, enter, and just post it. Okay. Likewise, 7,005. 03/11/2024. ठीक है. Now 2,500, 4,004, 2,500. Just ये press enter and just post it. ठीक है. Now if we come at the line item label L1N and just do not specify anything, just execute it. So we will see everything. Now what is this? What I have to explain. Suppose you need something for the reporting purpose. है ना? Suppose you want to. This is done. This is done. This topic. Okay. Now this is another topic, another concept I must say. Suppose you want some report. ठीक है? Based on the say you want invoices. How many invoices were posted, dated, say for example 01/11/2024, or how many invoices were posted till date which whose terms of payment is 0001. So how to select this? So when there is some parameter, okay, for reporting purpose, when there is some requirement where we have to make a particular selection in order to get the accurate result. So in order to get the accurate result, suppose any invoices, how many invoices we have posted against Z89 whose terms of payment are 0001. So how you will select it? So there is a concept of dynamic selection. Okay, there is a concept of what? There is a concept of dynamic selection. So dynamic selection is nothing. It is used for reporting purpose. Okay, it is a selection parameter. Where we find it? Once you come here, okay, can you see this third one? Dynamic selection. Just double click on it, okay, and from here these are all the items which you can see. If you double click on it, like all the green means these are visible here, and all the black means these are not visible here, right? But in case if you want, like suppose account group, or you want anything else, like say for example, suppose if you see GL account, ठीक है? I will double click on it, है ना? Now what I want, if once I double click on it now, you will find this here as well, GL account. Where is it? Yeah, here. Can you see it? Huh? Now I want a report that how much invoices has been posted against 2000. Suppose. And here I want for all the vendors. Say, for example, from zero, how many, what number of vendors are there? I want the detail of all the vendors. Hana? So, what you can do, you can write GL account against 2000 and vendor account. If something is really specific, you can mention that vendor. If you want all the vendors of that particular company code, then 0 to ZZZZ. And what you will do, you will not only open item, I want all the items. Okay. And I will execute it. Now, can you see all the GL which was created against 2000, which was what? Reconciliation account. We have got the entire report of it. So, this is what dynamic selection for. Dynamic selection mainly if you want like something that whose terms of payment is 0001, then you can easily come here. You can easily come here and you can even mention here as terms of payment. If there is any option of here terms payment method, can we see terms of payment here? Terms of payment, it's not here, then it must be here somewhere. Hmm, can you see here terms of payment? Just double click on it. Now can we find it here? Can you see now terms of payment? Now I want 0001. Okay, 0001, and I do not want this condition now. I only want condition that show me all the invoices whose terms of payment are 0001 and all the vendors. So what I will do? I will execute it. Once I execute it, I will get all the invoices whose terms of payment was 0001. Clear? So this happens for the reporting purpose to find the accurate report. Can you see here 180? 180 means one something is filled here. Something I have instructed. So once I will remove it, there will be no activation, you can see. And just control S and come back. Can you see? It is removed. There is no active, you can find it here. Hai. So what is this? This is dynamic selection. Okay. Can you see? There is no active here. So this is what I wanted to show you all. And yes, so This is all about today's class. Thank you and have a good day.